grab your boards. Welcome all surfers to Wavy's Atlantic Ocean. Surf, 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 baby. You wanna surf on the tidal wavy? Yeah, yeah. Twerk, baby. For certain, she moving so perfect. Surf, baby. You wanna surf on the tidal wavy? Twerk, baby. I'm loving the way that you surf it.
All my niggas, they gangbang, and all these niggas do the same thing. Counting money, living insane. Steady mobbing, let my flag hang. Told them I'm ready, I'm ready. I'm throwing a monster like Randy. I know that these niggas can't stand me, but the automatic come in handy.
Yo, you already know who it is and what it is. It's ATM Wavy, aka Mr. OMG. You know it's me. And this is Wavy's World. Salute to the surfers. You about to get right into it, you feel me? So, breaking news in reference to the Russian and Ukraine war. Last night, Russia dropped a whole lot of missiles and drones on Ukraine. It was like 120 missiles and like 90 drones.
A morning shattered by the eerie wail of air raid sirens, then drones and missiles that were intercepted, and those that were not. Russia unleashed 120 missiles and 90 drones overnight, what Ukrainian officials are calling the largest attack since the summer. It was terrifying, sobs this woman. We panicked. The strikes targeted energy facilities across the country. At least 9 people were killed, with power outages plunging entire regions into darkness and the biting cold. After nearly 1,000 days of fighting, an exasperated Ukrainian president said this weekend the war will certainly end sooner once the Oval Office sees the return of Donald Trump. The American president-elect has long lamented the tens of billions in aid the U.S. has sent Ukraine since Russia's full-scale invasion in 2022, and repeatedly claimed that he could end the fighting.
I believe I will be able to make a deal between President Putin and President Zelensky quite quickly.
Desperate for details about how Trump plans to achieve that, Volodymyr Zelensky said, "I will only take seriously a conversation with the President of the United States once he's inaugurated. Until then, he can't put a stop to anything."
Crazy. Crazy. Know what I'm saying? It's the biggest attack since the summertime. Feel me? Like crazy. So now, yesterday, so this happened the day before yesterday, like the 16th. Yeah, I believe that happened on the 16th. Know what I'm saying? Yesterday, which was the 17th, Biden gave the okay for Ukraine to use ATACMS missiles in Russia.
Biden now going to allow Ukrainian forces to use long-range U.S. weapons inside of Russia for the very first time. CNN's Kevin Liptak is traveling with the president in Brazil. Kevin, what more are you learning?
Yeah, this is a major change in American policy, and it comes at a critical point in the war in Ukraine as Russian forces mass in the city and around the city of Kursk as they prepare for an offensive there, and as North Korea has sent thousands of its troops to fight alongside Russia in that conflict. President Biden making this decision to allow Ukraine to fire the American ATACMS missiles inside Russia for the first time. And this had been the subject of a long-running debate inside the American government about the wisdom of allowing Ukraine this new capability. There were officials who were concerned about the risk of escalation in this war. That's something that President Biden has been concerned about throughout the conflict. You also heard officials worry about the stockpiles of ATACMS. These are not resources in endless supply. At the end of the day, the addition of the North Korean troops to this conflict certainly has created a new sense of concern in Washington about where this war could be headed. It's a subject of conversation that President Biden has had throughout his trip this week in South America. He discussed it earlier in Lima, Peru, with the leaders of Japan and South Korea. He also discussed it yesterday with the Chinese President Xi Jinping, trying to apply pressure on Beijing, to apply pressure on its largest, or on North Korea, which is China's largest trading partner, to try and convince Kim Jong-un that this was a mistake and that it could put his own troops at risk. But now this decision, I think, certainly for American officials, they do hope that it could help turn the tide in this conflict, but also send a signal to countries like North Korea that it sends its troops into this war at their own peril. Frederica.
All right, Kevin Liptak, let us know when you know more. Thank you so much. Joining me right now is CNN military analyst Colonel Cedric Layton. Colonel, great to see you. So first off, explain what these missiles are all about, this Army Tactical Missile System, or sometimes referred to as ATACMS. Talk to me about what they are, their capability, and why this is a potential turning point.
Yeah, Frederica, the MGM-140 ATACMS, as you mentioned, the Army Tactical Missile System, has a range of around 180 to 190 miles. And what it can do is it can attack things like ammunition depots, troop concentrations, logistical centers, all of those kinds of things that could resupply a front line. So what the purpose of this is, from the Biden administration standpoint, is to actually make it possible for the Ukrainians to prevent the Russians and the North Koreans from attacking the Ukrainian concentrations in Kursk, which is the territory of Russia that Ukraine has occupied since August. So these missiles are designed to go in and to take out those kinds of things, like those logistics installations that I described. And they're designed to do this in a very efficient, very lethal manner. And it's one of the most lethal weapons that the U.S. has in its arsenal. And if the Ukrainians can use it the same way that the U.S. would use it in a similar situation, then it could very much change the way in which the war is being fought right now.
Oh my God. He's wilding, you know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna tell y'all why he's wilding. First of all, he about to be up out of here. So like, why are you giving these type of calls when they've been asking for this permission for the longest? Ukraine been wanting to be allowed to send missiles into Russian territory. But now, all of a sudden, right before this old senile dude about to get up out of here, he want to allow them to do this now, right? So the next question that people of knowledge, when it comes to this current war, is probably going to ask is, yo, they're going to be attacking Moscow, which is the capital of Russia, also where Putin rests his head at. Now, I mean, so I haven't heard the specifics on what they can attack, but 9 times out of 10, the U.S. is going to pit certain stipulations, and I'm sure it's going to be one like, you can't be attacking like Moscow with that. You feel me? Because the thing is, Putin been threatening escalation if we do this, we do that, we do this, we do that. But we've been doing it now, and he ain't go but so far besides like make it rain probably extra heavy on Ukraine, but he haven't like went nuclear, which is the main thing. I mean, he either could go nuclear strategically or nuclear tactically. All right. For those that don't know the difference, a tactical nuke is still a nuclear weapon, but it has a smaller yield, which means it's not going to cause as much damage. The one that y'all probably worried about, that's the strategic nukes, okay? The intercontinental ballistic missiles, ICBM, you feel me? And those are the ones that travel very far. You know what I'm talking about? Real far, you know what I mean? Like you look up and like, yo, we having shooting stars in the daytime? No, it's not. Oh, is that a comet? No, it's not. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So we don't want them to use any, because using any of them almost guaranteed is going to escalate, because then they'll be like, oh, you just whipped out the baby? Oh, okay. Well, we're about to get the baby bottle. You know what I'm saying? Since you want to whip out the baby, we're going to get the baby bottle. We're going to let our baby go. And then it's going to just eventually escalate to the big boys anyway. That's why it's called MAD. You feel me? Anybody that's want to use any type of nuclear weapon is considered MAD, because it's mutual assured destruction. Guarantee everybody on the planet is feeling it, because it still take time. Even when you send them big boys, it don't take a whole lot of time, but it take time. Even if it take 30 minutes to get from Russia to over here, we're going to know, and we're going to be sending over there. So it's like, it's going to go down. So it's like, you would have to be crazy, but you can't underestimate anybody. I don't care what they haven't done. A lot of the people will give you warnings before they actually do something. Not everybody gonna keep giving you warnings. Some will. Some like to keep blowing smoke. You know what I'm saying? Especially in a situation like this, because it's not a small decision. You do this, you have to be comfortable with you, your family, your loved ones, the power you currently have. You gotta be comfortable with losing all of that. Even though, yeah, oh, I'm losing, everybody gonna lose it. But do you really want to play like that? Even if these dudes got bomb shelters, all that, you know how many years you're going to have to be able to survive in these shelters that haven't been tested for all them years yet? So you don't even know these shelters even going to hold oxygen or anything as long. You don't know if nuclear. You feel what I'm saying? So it's a whole lot of things that could go wrong even for the people that think they're prepared for it. So it's like, do you really want to do that? So yeah, it's a big decision, but that don't mean it won't get made. Especially when you're dealing with somebody that's an extreme sore loser. Now, granted, you really only supposed to do it. You really only supposed to use them when you feel like the nation you in control of is in danger, like being overran by an outside nation. You know what I'm saying? Something like that. You know what I mean? So this is not going to be one of them situations. This basically like just to hit them back, to slow them down, and basically let them know like, yo, you know what I'm saying? And as soon as they're trying to create like a buffer, you know what I mean, like a zone. So it's not going to endanger the Russian country as a whole, like US about to take it over, or Ukraine going to try to take. No, ain't none of that. Or they trying to make the government crumble. You know what I mean? It's not that. You know what I mean? It just to just put that fire on them. But at the same time, I just feel like Biden only making that decision because he's about to be up out of here. So it's basically gonna be Trump issue to deal with. He got to clean all of that up. You know what I'm saying? Just putting more on him. Like, that's what I feel like. You feel me? So, you know, we gotta wait, see how this play out. I don't think Putin responded yet. I did see a video of one of his former advisors, and he was saying, "Yo, like, but he got a hard Russian accent, but he was speaking on Times Radio." But I ain't grabbed that clip because he's so hard to understand. There's no subtitles, so it's like I don't even want to do that to y'all brain trying to understand this vodka drinking fool that just like, yo, Putin. Basically saying Putin is gonna mess around and drop the big boys by this Christmas. You know what I'm saying? Because the host of the Times News Radio, or Time Radio News, what it's called, was asking him, "Oh, you think Putin will do something? If so, will he try to wait till Trump come in office and see if he can make a deal, or you think he want to try to bust a move now?" Basically, is what he was asking him. You know what I'm saying? And it's like he making it seem like it's guaranteed. Man, get up out of here. First, we ain't taking none that nobody from a dictatorship type of ran nation. You ain't worried what y'all talking about, because this is what y'all used to doing where y'all from. Y'all tell y'all own people whatever y'all want. to try to rattle them up, pay whatever they need to bring, like mind control in these certain type of countries. So I'm not listening to what this guy's saying. And you're the former advisor. Why you ain't the advisor now? Because you fired your dumb ass. You know what I'm saying? Like, you already got the big Russian boot. He put that cold ass boot up your ass. You know what I'm saying? Because in Russia, you know, it's mad cold. Like, it's hella snow. You know what I'm saying? That's why they always, like, a lot of them be pale as hell. They don't hardly get no sunlight. See, that's what they missing. They missing some goddamn sun. They need some vitamin D. Maybe they won't be so angry over there. You look at Putin's face. He don't ever look happy. What's wrong with this nigga? Like, I know he mad old, you feel me? Maybe got like a couple of Russian hemorrhoids or something, you feel me? The hot blood, we're down here. You know what I'm saying? Like, Vladimir, you know what I mean? Don't sit on me. Yeah, I don't know, but they be tripping. And I know this ain't all Russian, but yo, a lot of y'all be tripping. Now, for the ones that's cool, y'all cool. If it don't apply, let it fly. You know what I'm saying? I've always been that type of dude. I know some of y'all don't get that, you know what I mean, that ideology, but I get that. I don't take offense, but don't apply to me. A lot of y'all just sensitive, you know what I'm saying? You're going to get the baby bottle. You feel me? We're going to give you the baby bottle pop, you sensitive ass niggas. So, with that being said, I'm about to get up out of here, you feel me? I just want to inform y'all, whoever y'all may be, because I don't know how the algorithm be treating these type of videos when I drop them in. I don't know if it be my regular, usual audience, or if it be like a mixture of the very super duper proper type. I mean, I probably get some of the proper type, you feel me? Because, you know, I tend to attract all walks of life, you know what I'm saying? Like, people be rocking with me, you know what I'm saying? Until they give me a reason not to rock with them, you know what I'm talking about? So, we gonna see. But I'm still gonna put this out there, because even if you come from life I come from, listen, you need to get in tune with this type of news. Like, this affect all of us. You think because you're doing what you're doing over here and what's going on over the waters and it's not currently going on over here? Listen, homie, or listen, lady, listen, ladies and gents, all everybody pay attention. I got a PSA. Listen, whatever goes on anywhere on this planet can have a chance of affecting you. So you need to be tuned in, you feel me? Word. Stay tuned in. I'm out of here though. You know who it is and what it is. It's that stuttering nigga. ATM Wavy, aka Mr. OMG, of course it's me. You know what I'm saying? And this Wavy's world. Salute to the surfers. You already know.